All right, so here's, I'm going to do a little demonstration of this leather conditioner that I make here in my shop at H Saddlery. This is Clinton Hole, better known as Doc. H Saddlery, Yukon, Oklahoma. Had a few people ask me about my leather conditioner and they're kind of curious about it. There's some people that are kind of looking for something different to use. I specifically developed this for with certain things in mind for the product itself, which is mainly based around a water resistant, waterproofing type concept. Nothing is completely waterproof when it comes to leather conditioner or leather stuff, other than certain types of leather that are now being made that are just completely water resistant, which is interesting. But for those of you that are building, and we can't do that whenever we're building, talking about saddles, we got to be able to put water on them to tool them and mold them and shape them and all that good stuff. But I wanted to show one particular person, I think Waylon White down in Texas is interested, Wichita Falls is interested. So Waylon, this is for you today. Here's a couple of pieces of leather with the rough outside. I know a lot of guys like to use different leather conditioners and stuff, saddle butter or whatever, on different types of conditioners on their rough out saddles, because some of these, especially work type saddles, because these guys like the napped, they like it nappy, but they like it to lay down. So I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. I got two pieces of the same leather, same nap, and I'm going to oil one and not the other. So go ahead and oil that rough outside. Let that oil soak in, do its thing. And then I'm going to apply my conditioner to both. So you can oil the leather before you condition it with this conditioner. But anyway, as you can see, and I use olive oil. That's just me. Everybody's got their preference whenever I oil saddles. But once it kind of gets soaked in, then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and use this conditioner. This conditioner is heat sensitive. In other words, when it gets below a certain temperature, it does turn to a solid. As you can see, it's kind of hard. Still got a little bit of creamy type quality to it, but if it gets really cold, it does get hard, and it does get a little bit more difficult to use. So if you work in a cold shop, you need to keep the conditioner warmer. Okay, and then on this piece, I'm just going to put conditioner only, and then this is why it has to be this way. I am going to go ahead then too and use just a little bit of heat. So I'm going to take a heat gun and kind of warm it up a little bit on here, because it's cold in my shop today. Or cool, I should say. And you can kind of see how it makes it lay down. It is somewhat greasy at first, but once that warms up and soaks in, it'll just be real nice. Anyway. Life is peaks and valleys. A lot of people just want to get to the I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you. This one's the one that's oiled. This one, the one's just conditioned. You can see a lot more and learn a lot more than just reaching that. I'm going to take my heater and heat it up. Heat it up just a little bit. Let it soak in. All right. So as you can see, here it's this is just the conditioner piece with just the conditioner on the rough outside. As you can see, it's still warm, but as you can see, it just lays that down real nice, and it's not too greasy and oily and whatever, and it'll soak in just a little bit more. Once it kind of spreads out and soaks in, it does really well. But anyway, that's that. This is the side that had the oil. It's a little bit darker, and that's just kind of how it works.
Actually, maybe she should be house speaker right now.
I'm going to show you one more thing here. This is one of the things that I like about this conditioner is, as you can see, you spray it and the water just kind of beads up and rolls off. That's what I was trying to achieve with this. It's not 100% waterproof, but it is very water repellent, water resistant. So I want to show you the same stuff on the other side of the leather. So we'll just turn this piece over. I'm going to go ahead and dry this off to lay over the water on it. There's a little bit of spot there where I touched it and had some of my conditioner on it, but I'm going to go ahead and condition this side, which is conditioner on the smooth side as well.
You need to get people back on your side. Is it working? No, it is not. How do we know it's not working? Well, very interestingly, Twitter
up the edges,
just hired the world's most respected hacker as its head of security. Now, this person...
Again, because it's a little bit cool in my shop today, I'm going to go ahead and use this and warm it a little bit so it soaks in. That's it. And again, as you can see, when you spray it, it rolls, water rolls right off, just kind of like a good wax job on a paint job car, good nice car. Anyway, again, it's not completely 100% waterproof. Nothing really is that I know of, except for certain types of leather that are now being developed by Herman Oak. But anyway, you can use this if you use a couple of layers of it. It has an even better resistant quality. So basically, I use it on all my saddles when I build them new, most of them. And it doesn't have to be that heavy. It can be really light coats as well. What I like about it is that, as opposed to some oils, it actually doesn't darken as much once it soaks in and mellows out and diffuses out through the leather. It doesn't darken as much as some oils do, but it still carries that nice, fairly decent water repellent quality to it. Again, you can see it just rolls. It just rolls right off. Here, you can see it just rolls right off. So anyway, again, this is the side that just had the conditioner on it. On the rough outside, same thing. It just beats up and rolls off. So anyway, and it does soften the leather up quite a bit. I also developed it so that it would soften the leather and make things really pretty nice. So anyway, that's basically my leather conditioner. It has 3 ingredients in it. It's all natural. There's nothing petroleum based in it at all. There's nothing. It's all naturally occurring products, and they're all actually. I am not condoning that you ingest it at all, but they're all food safe products. So, food grade products. So anyway, basically that's my conditioner, and I just wanted to kind of share it with you. So if anybody's interested,
97.6%.
I'm going to try to start seeing if I can't at some point here produce it on a much larger scale. I use quite a bit of it here in my shop, and it would be really maybe beneficial for others. So anyway, I'll hopefully get this going at some point and see what kind of response we get, and who knows, maybe it'll turn into something a little bit bigger and better for us to have a new product to use on the market. So anyway, thanks, have a nice day, enjoy.